Hey guys, it's Paul. I'm going to continue with the Happy Me project, and I'm going to map out within Trello, Trello.com, everything I need to do um, with building this project, what I need to do, and what I'm going to do is how I'm going to build the YouTube videos and the training of the Happy Me project, not how to do Happy Me, which I may do on a different video. So I'm going to log in and create a new board. Just call it the Happy Me project, right? Which is this series of training videos that you're watching. I can add it to a team or not. I'm not going to bother because it's only me on this login. So I'm going to add a list. Now I'm going to put, first one I always put ideas. Next one I'm going to put to start. So these are the columns. Started, review, add to YouTube, add to training. So what I'm doing is a series of videos of how to create your own online learning website, and then I'm going to share it on YouTube and share it within training on Blue Jeans Media. Finished, right? So I'm just going to go through and jump in and do what videos I need to do. So I need an introduction. I need a choosing LMS, learning management. So which platform am I going to use for the learning area? Choosing web hosting, Trello project management, install WordPress, install theme, install Learn Dash. So these are all separate videos I'm going to show people how to use. Install BuddyPress and so on, right? Install BBPress, install WooCommerce, and so on. So I'll go through and I'll add all the things I've got to do. And then what I'll do is, like this introduction, I'll drag across to start, and this one to start. The other ones are not necessarily ideas, they're maybe to start. I'm going to have to do them all, so they're all going to move across in here. Now, introduction has been started, choosing learn management system has been started. So again, I can drag them across. I can put in here checklist, add a checklist, talk about, right, and then I can add happy me, why happy me. The damn phone's ringing downstairs, I can hear it. What are you doing? Ideas, platforms, teaching, right? And then what I would do is I will drag this introduction across. Oh no, so to start, it would be here. So I would have the checklist, and I would say, right, sometimes as I record these videos, I'll have this open, and I'll check off, I've talked about Happy Me. Oh, get off. I've talked about Happy Me, so I'll tick it off. I've talked about why Happy Me. I've talked about what are your ideas. And I'll tick it all off, and I've completed it. And then I'll maybe have a publishing checklist or a due date that says I need to be done by 12th or 15th. And as I'm a one-man army, I don't have any more people on this Trello board. But I could, in theory, if I had other people helping me out later on, invite, Paul, I don't know what it'll bring up, Paul at bluejeansmedia.com, and it'll find Paul, Happy Me Paul hasn't logged in, but you could send off an invite to that person to join your team. And then, so this PN's me, this is a bit confusing, but this is somebody else. So I could then drag and drop that and say, right, Paul Nicholson needs to do this, or Paul Nicholson needs to do this one. And in here I can label things, green maybe, YouTube upload, this one might be research, content, finish, I don't know, products, I don't know. You would label them whatever you wanted to, and then on each of these they could go green. So if you wanted to label that, and I wanted to say, right, that's the research content tab, and that one's choosing web hosting, that's decide on a finished product. So I can give them their own labels, I can assign them to certain people if I had a team. I haven't, as I say, got a team. But what I can do is, as I go down here, I'm going to make sure I've got everything, and I'm going to put install social share buttons. So there's all sorts of things I've got to do on add Facebook login for training, so people can just one click log in with Facebook. So I'm just going to go down and keep doing all these ideas. I put ideas, but these are all really things to start that I have to do, and then if I've got ideas of things to add to the website, advertising or something like that, or something contact somebody about training, then I'll add this to this project. So I just wanted to show you how I'm using Trello to track what I need to do on this video training, and I'll go through. So the introduction, choosing web hosting's gone through. It's been added to YouTube. It's been added to it hasn't been added to the training. So the actual training of this is on Blue Jeans Media's training. So I've got the training, but I haven't got any lessons on it. So it's actually a good example. These two, they've been added to YouTube, but they haven't been added to the training area yet. So that's where they will sit until I then eventually click finished. When I'm happy, if I click finish, then when I'm happy, I will archive it, and it'll just drop it straight off of there. So it's basically, you'll see, is I'm moving all these ideas from left to right, and I'll keep adding things that I think will be relevant to training for how to build your own training program, and things that will enhance happy-me.com. So a bit of a fly through Trello. I didn't give you a whole lot of information, but I'm just showing you how I'm building my training, how I'm remembering what I need to do, and how I'm gonna make sure that I get everything cradle to the grave, as such as a to-do list. So any questions, leave them below, and I will definitely jump in and answer. I hope this helps. See you all again for the next video.